Story time, white people. Watch this video, and I'll be right back. Pay attention.
In order for there to be understanding amongst people, you have to be on the same page. But even more importantly, you have to be in the same book. So we're going to try to do this right now. I am going to answer the question, can black or indigenous people be racist? Roll with me. This is the new world. This is the Americas. Now, there were already people here, okay? The indigenous people. Now let's go across the pond. You had all these kingdoms looking to explore and expand their empires. You had another empire that was kind of in financial difficulty at that time. They had a king, queen, a queen, king. Anyway, they called him the Pope, and he had problems because those crusades, whew, baby, they were rough and they cost a lot of money, and the church needed some more money and more souls. So apparently he had a convo with God, and God gave him a plan. So he told all the heads of these other empires, the French, the English, the Dutch, the Spanish, the Portuguese, he said, listen here, God said, if you take Jesus with you, if you take the word of God, you can take all of their lands, all of their treasures as a reward, gratitude from God. And they were like, sweet, we can do that. We can do that. So they're trying to figure out, well, okay, but how do we do that? Because we are different countries. How can we unite in doing this and show that God is on our side? How can we do this? And somebody apparently went, you see the color of my skin? Look at yours. Ha! And we look like Jesus. That's what we can unite on that. We'll be white people. So, the newly invented white race came over to America. Now, they were going to enslave these people and take their land. But these people said, oh, hell no. We will not be slaves on our own land. We would rather die. And pretty much that's what they did. Okay, so now they're still exploring everywhere. So they get over there to Africa and they see them. And it might have even been the same dude who went, hey, I see them, you see them? They are dark. If they ran away, we could spot them from a mile. Ha, 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 ha. So they brought over the darkies. And those people said, oh, hell no. We will not die out on foreign land. And they did not. Okay, so if you think about it, if you take your emotions out of it, this setup is chef's kiss. For real, for real. Free land and free labor. You can't beat that with a stick, okay? Now, let's fast forward to today. What does racism look like today? It is a system. It is infrastructure. Everything is in here. You got the foundation. Everything else is in here. There is miseducation in here. There is a retelling of history in here. Jesus is in here. God is in here. Now, you may not be a lead singer with JC and the Patriarchy Band, but I bet you are humming the tune. Okay, so you got your propaganda, you got your religion, you got military in here to maintain and uphold and protect white supremacy in this country. There's an election system in here to preserve that shit as well. There's military in here to protect and uphold white supremacy all over the globe. I guess it really wouldn't take a whole lot to topple it. That's another TikTok. Let's check on these people down here. Now the question is, can these people be racist? These people can be mad as hell. They can be bigoted, biased, prejudiced. They can just have a badass attitude in general. They can not even like you based on the color of your skin. It's all just opinion. It's all just feelings. It is nothing more. Without infrastructure, without a way to enforce the desires of these people. These people cannot dictate to anyone where they live, what type of medical care they get, what foods they have access to, their education. No, they cannot even dictate it for themselves. They can't even vote their way out of this shit here. Racist? It's completely absurd. Absurd. You cannot take 400 years of manifesting, creating racism. You cannot reduce it to a comment someone says to you online, to just a few words that happen in a matter of seconds that make you feel some kind of way. To reduce racism down to a comment is an insult. It is disrespectful. It is an insult to the grand old institution of racism.
When elders speak, listen. This was a great explanation of the systemic system of racism in America. Black people, indigenous people, people of color can be prejudiced, they can be bigoted, but they cannot be racist, because racism is prejudice plus power. We hold no power in this country to affect the white community as a whole. All we can do is hurt your feelings. Remember, diversity equal power. We can change the world when we work together and protect black women. Until next time, and don't forget, we are still boycotting Walmart. Okay? All right, y'all. Until next time.